Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Real Reds Talk. Sorry, me things come up. Audio tech device. Welcome to the Breaking News Show. We'll see you in a minute.
Fuck you know.
We want Blaze Out, and we want Blaze Out. We want Blaze Out, and we want Blaze Out.
But welcome back to Real. I'll give you a proper introduction this time because I don't know what that piece of shit was. We're going to discuss Mason Mount, the number 7 shirt. Lots of kind of branches of topics coming off this. The Onana deal seems like it's getting closer and closer. We had the latest transfer news to discuss. We've got conflicting ownership reports, and we've got the return of Guess, the starting 11 towards the end. So make sure you stick with us for that. Welcome to Dave and Sam. Hello to everyone watching. We've got plenty to discuss. Make sure you're getting your questions in as we go through the topics on the table. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Right, Mason Mount, number 7. Many of you guys would have seen today, signed for Manchester United official. Did a show earlier on today. And I don't know if anyone hasn't seen that, then I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, basically, he will wear the number 7 shirt, which is kind of floated numerous questions in my head. So, Dave, what were your thoughts when you heard of that news? Are you particularly bothered at all about him getting the number 7 shirt?
I was surprised, actually. I was thinking, I imagine we were all were, oh, maybe you'll get the 19, maybe Varane will get the 4, maybe you'll get another random number, maybe we'll get the 11, for example. But then it sort of makes sense. You can see it because if you take a step back and just kind of forget that it's Mason Mount who there's generally like a divided opinion on for some reason, like, is a lad from Chelsea's academy. He's been with him since he was 6, moving away from the club before he was entering his peak, basically forcing himself out. And like, he's been Chelsea's best player for the past, like, maybe not last season because he's had some injury problem and Chelsea were crap, but the 2 years previous, he was their best player. Like, if you think about it, it's actually a really big statement signing. So it kind of makes sense. And when you hear what he says, like Ten Hag's like offered him the 7 to show him like how important he will be to him. It's more of a symbolic gesture, I think. And I think Cavani broke the 7 curse, so I think we'll be all right.
Interesting. I like that different perspective on it. Sam, how do you feel about Mount as number 7? I know you've got a slightly different opinion, haven't you?
In the one thing, it's just a number, isn't it? At the end of the day, like, it's a squad number. Who gives a shit, really? I don't think it's a massive deal that everybody's making out to be. Obviously, there is the connotations that come with that number from United, the history, George Best, Cantona, Ronaldo, etc. Like, list goes on and on of like the great people who played that shirt, and it's become an iconic number for Manchester United. So it's a weird thing to put that amount of pressure on a guy who's just come to the club and hand him that number 7 shirt. It's a amount of pressure to give to him, and I wouldn't have done it if I was in charge. Like, I would have give him a different number, let somebody earn this number, and then give it to them once they've proved themselves. But I understand that it sounds like a Glazer decision. Oh, this is our marquee signing, given the 7. Like, that's what it sounds like to me. That sounds what they're doing.
In fairness on that, Eric Ten Hag it's been said that Ten Hag has gone for it, and like he's made the decision to kind of give him the 7, which I don't agree with. Whether the manager's done it, whether the Glazer's done it, whatever, I don't agree with it personally.
But was it Chivy in the group? I'm just trying to find the actual quote because he was spot on with what he said. Let me just find it. In regards to the giving a number 7, to you saying about similar to Maguire when he signed him or something. Clear indication that of the cultural gulf between fans and decision makers of this club. That sums up pretty much how I feel about it. Like, the people who run the club clearly have a different view to the number 7. They put a new signing in number 7 because social media, clicks, PR, all that sort of stuff, which it has done because you've seen it. All people have talked about is Mason Mount getting number 7, so it's worked. But to us, number 7 means something different. It means legends of the club, people who've earned it at the club and deserve to wear that number. Like, I've listed the players. There's probably a few that I'm missing as well that wore that number that are important. So that's the sort of divide for it. I just think I've not really asked about people getting a number. I just think it's a bit unfair to put that pressure on Mason Mount, handing him that number 7. It's like Chivy said, it's like giving Maguire the captaincy 6 months in. Why put that pressure on the guy? It's not needed.
Well, we've got 20 odd people in the chat, so let us know your thoughts on that number 7 shirt. We'll get into your comments very, very shortly. Dave, you mentioned there that Cavani kind of broke the curse, but do you still think the number in itself is losing its magic a little bit?
Well, I think it probably lost its magic when Valencia got given the shirt, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's probably been more duds wearing the shirt than there have actually been people who we consider legends. So
yeah,
I think we just have to judge Mason on his own merit. He could. We're sat here thinking, oh, is it a good idea? But what if he comes in and he's just mint, and we're just like, yeah, you know what? Fair play. He's taken to it. No one's expecting him to be like Cantona. But if he comes in, does exactly what he's supposed to do, makes us play better, and we win some stuff with him, fair play.
Yeah.
And if he really thrives on having the pressure on him, you know what I mean? He might have been absolutely buzzing with it.
For me, I don't think the pressure. I don't think he'll have an issue dealing with pressure, because I think under every manager he's played consistently and they absolutely love him. The reason why Arteta wanted him is the reason why Klopp wanted him. The reason why all these guys wanted him. I'm not too worried about the pressure. I just think that the comparisons get made. You know, if he does start with a couple of weeks where he's, it's a little bit shaky, people are going to start mentioning Sanchez and Di Maria and blah 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 and all this. That's what I don't want to see, because I just know what his fan base is like. Within weeks, they're very quick to judge. But I suppose I can't stop that regardless. I've got a quick
do that anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It just gives him an extra target on his back, I suppose. But the same thing can happen regardless.
I do find it funny that all these non-United fans are now saying Mason Mount was shit, despite sort of praising him when he played for Chelsea. So when he's gone to United, he's now shit. But this is a guy who won Player of the Year 2 years in a row for Chelsea. Mm-hmm. There's only 3 other players who've done that: Zola, Thierry Henry, and Hazard. No other player's done that, so he's in the same thing as that. He was integral to their Champions League win. I think he got the assist for the winning goal, I believe.
Yeah.
The guy, and he's 24. He came from their academy. They had a banner for him in the fucking their end of the ground, Mason Mount and stuff. So now he's all of a sudden shit because he signed for United. Yeah. Give me a break. Come on, man.
You know what, as well? I did the video on his wages, right? Because I do think his wages are quite high, 250 plus 50.
Yeah, I agree.
And out of all the players that have been signed, who have already spoken about, your Bellinghams and McAllisters and these guys, that night before I released the clip, I was looking specifically at journalists and reports around these players, what wages they're on, and I think I got one of them wrong. I got Kai Havertz, like I said, he's on 200 and odd, and he's on 300 apparently. And the comments in the thing are like, "You've got this fucking wrong, you whopper," and all this. I'm like, whoa! All I did was just literally, extensively report. To be fair,
do you know what? As well, I put stuff up about because there was a guy arguing with me about saying, oh yeah, no, it just says everything that no other team came in for him. I was like, Arsenal inquired and wanted him. Liverpool wanted him. He was like, nah, they didn't. I was like, there's a fucking article on The Athletic right now talking about it, how they offered him the similar wages to what we offered him. They wanted him, and he didn't go there. He went to United, and he was just like, and then the guy made another excuse. Oh, Laurie Whitwell and The Athletic, they're all United biased. You're just like, for fuck's sake, you can't win. Yeah. You just can't win.
With Rice, right? Rice wanted to stay in London, and he wanted to go to Arsenal. So no matter, United inquired, City inquired, but they got told no, he wants to go to Arsenal. It's like fair play. Some players just want to do that, just because it's United. You know what I mean? Come on.
We're going to speak about Declan Rice as well towards the end, and a couple of little transfer rumours that are very interesting. Plus, can you guess the team towards the end as well? For the viewers who've been watching our content for a while, you know exactly what that is. That is back. It's interactive. We need you guys to get involved.
It's always when I'm on that.
It's not even planned, honestly.
We're doing a game. Let's get Dave on.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Just the kind of last couple of questions about number 7. I had an interesting kind of task or question to throw out there to the viewers. Can you name the number 7s in chronological order to this date?
Nah.
So as far back as you can.
I could.
Who do we start with?
George Best.
Let's think about George Best.
George Best.
I was actually looking about something like it. Apparently, he wore the 11 just
he
as
did.
much more than the 7.
More. I think he wore it more. To be fair. So then after that, they had one in the 80s. I mean, people are catching up in the chat now, so give him a chance to catch up a little bit. Chronological orders: United number 7s.
I couldn't
from the
name
late 60s to now.
I could probably late 80s, early 90s. I could probably get, but early 80s, I don't know. I don't know who it would be.
Well, there's one obvious one.
It's going to be.
Brian Robson, and it's Brian Robson
Yeah.
in it. Yeah.
Marble.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was one earlier than
That's
that.
what I'm saying. That was the one before.
No,
Brian
I'm going
Robson.
with no. I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think so. No, from what I've seen. But again,
Okay.
someone will probably be in the comments saying 1959.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
In
saying.
the youth team, who had number 7, just like fuck off being pedantic, mate. Right. So Red Devils TV says George Best, Eric Cantona, Brian Robson. Wrong way round chronologically,
Yeah.
but you're on the right path. So we've got obviously George Best, Brian Robson in the 80s, Eric Cantona
Yeah.
in the
Ronaldo.
90s.
Nope.
And then it was
Nope.
Beckham.
Oh, Beckham. Shit. How the fuck did I forget Beckham?
But what number did Beckham wear before? It was at 24
20.
or something, I think. It was...
Yeah, I think it was 24. I think that's what
It was
he
20 odd.
when he
Let me
made
know
his
the fact.
debut. When he made his debut, didn't he?
Yeah,
He was
it
the
was,
20s.
it was like 21 or 24 or something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
Brian saying Best, Robson, Cantona, Beckham, Ronaldo, of course. That 08 Ronaldo.
Yeah.
One of my favourite players ever. And then after Dave, you mentioned him before, after Ronaldo kind of went.
Yeah, then so after Ronaldo went, we gave
Valencia.
it to Valencia for a season or two.
Yeah.
And then we brought someone in who
Owen.
everyone eyeballs on it.
Yeah, it was Owen,
Michael Owen. Yeah. And then Van Gaal.
Memphis
Van Gaal.
Depay.
Then it was Di Maria.
Who was before? No, it was
Memphis.
Di Maria before Memphis, wasn't it?
Yeah, Di Maria, then Memphis.
And then Memphis.
Memphis. Yeah.
And then fuck, who was
Then
after
it
Memphis?
was Cavani.
Is it
Nope.
Cavani?
Oh,
No.
no, was it not? Was there someone before that?
One before Cavani. And you're gonna kill it.
Oh, Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah.
It was Sanchez, yeah, it was
Motherfucker.
Sanchez.
I
Yeah.
forgot him.
The piano
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
The piano man.
I remember.
Then
What
Cavani.
video that was. That was such
I
a
know.
good video.
Yeah.
But then when you look back at it now, you're like, oh god, all
Did
that.
you see?
All that.
But off topic. But did you see the Brighton player Bart Verbruggen when he did the Simpsons
Yeah,
video?
love that.
Well done. Well done for that.
They're
That
even
was
good at
fantastic.
marketing. They're even good
Yeah.
at marketing as well.
I was like, that was
fair
good.
play, Brighton. Yeah,
I like
they've got whoever their team is, just fantastic. Go poach every single one of them. And then the last one, we said Cavani, didn't we? And then Ronaldo returns, gets number 7, and now, of course, it is Mason Mount.
Yeah.
I said that was the last question, but there's one more. Who's the greatest number 7 to play for Manchester United? Oh, that's got him a bit quiet.
Right, this is because there's a difference between greatest and best.
Yeah.
Well, who was the best for Manchester? Ironically, best. Well, who was the best for Manchester United?
Cristiano, he was the best.
Yeah.
Because when he was wearing it, he won the Ballon d'Or while he was wearing it, and won the Champions League. Like I think you have to put him as the best. Greatest, Cantona, potentially.
The most impactful.
I think
would
the
probably
guy, and then if you want to talk about guys who represented United and wore the shirt and like embodied it, you'd probably have to go with Brian Robson, wouldn't you? Because he was United. He was just United through and through. Deserved the 7, earned it. Like so.
I appreciate it's hard as well because obviously none of us were born in the 60s. None of us, well, a couple of us born in the 80s, but I wasn't born in the 80s. 90s, I mean, I can look back and appreciate Cantona, but I can't enjoy him as much as a lot of people. Again, he wasn't on TV as much.
Wasn't there for a long time either. He wasn't there for a long time.
Yeah, short and sweet.
Either.
Wasn't it 5 years?
So,
I think from like 92 to 97. I
Yeah.
think he was there for. So yeah, it was short and sweet. But I agree with a lot of your answers there. We've got. Do you want to get some comments, Sam? Because I feel like we've got some a little bit.
It's quite a lot. From a Liverpool's fans'
And then we'll move on.
perspective, I personally didn't like his goodbye video to the Chelsea fans. Could just be me, but if we signed someone from Arsenal or Chelsea and he did that, I'd be iffy. I think that's referring to Mason Mount's
Yeah, I think
video.
it was pre-recorded. It was
about 6 weeks ago, wasn't it, when he had blonde hair? And
he's reading it off a script. There's a lot of cliches in there as well.
Brian Casey shows a lot about Mount as a person not to shy away from it either. Has the balls to step up. Yeah, could see that. Giving number 7 the impression that trying to sell the idea to the fans that he was worth the money and he's going to be Ronaldo level quality to the club. That's from Moondog. Red Devils TV, are you starting an FPL league? Absolutely, we had one last year.
Yes.
We will have another one. Do not worry
Absolutely.
about that. Marky Matt, the lad showed his balls of steel picking in number 7. I don't know if he picked it or if they gave it. I'm not sure which way
offered, isn't it?
Yeah. With so many fans convinced about Mount signing, I have a feeling it's going to work out well. Smiley emoji. So there you go.
Hope so.
Very interesting. This might be the most sort of academic quote I've ever seen in the chat from Subvids. What does number 7 symbolize in the metaphysical philosophy of numerology? Fucking hell.
Jesus
And
Christ.
number 7 signifies the Greek deity Athena and the Roman deity Minerva, both goddesses of war and city protectors. People affiliated with a number 7 are believed to be insightful, intuitive, truthful, introspective, intellectual, and wise. So
yeah,
there you go.
But we also had Memphis Depay as number 7 as well. So I'm not sure that
dressed as making a rap album and dressed as a matador.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
typically as well, 7's supposed to be like one of the most holy number.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's holy
6
players.
is the most like devilish one.
Yeah.
Come on, Melisandre.
Was always going to be too soon for Garnacho to get it. He's not even a regular starter for yet another year or two, maybe. Yeah, I agree with that, absolutely. Eric Ten Hag shielding Garnacho from the weight of expectation with a number 7. I like the way he's integrating him in slowly but surely into the first team. There you go. And then people were
Keeping
guessing.
him hungry. He's
Exactly.
done that sort of constantly. I've noticed that. Keep him wanting more.
Yeah. Beckham wore the 24 first, then he changed to 10, and then the following season
24.
he was the 7. So there you go from Brian Casey. And then people are saying Ronaldo first time for the best, number 7. Eric Cantona was number 7 GOAT. Give Garnacho 11. I think someone who will not be named has still got that technically. So I don't
Fucking
think
take it off him.
I'd love
Give
to.
it whatever,
I would.
And then
But
just give it Garnacho.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Callum Hudson, good signing about Mason Mount, I'm guessing. So yeah, that's the comments.
To be fair as well, he's a left winger, isn't he? I mean, Giggs was number 11.
I mean, another dodgy.
Well, yeah, not as bad as the other one. Well,
No.
I mean, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. It's definitely not what I want to. Let's move on to Onana then. Justin, this is Justin from Ben Jacobs. There is a real chance Inter Milan will sell Andre Onana for less than the quoted 60 million euros. Man United and Inter have scheduled new direct contact for Andre Onana, and Inter expects United to bid again. Negotiations will continue this week. It's unclear whether Man United will be able to sign 2 major players without either securing a windfall from player sales or a potential takeover going through, amid ongoing concerns about the historic FFP performance. By the way, someone mentioned to me before, my mate Tommy, I'll give him a little shout out. Someone put a tweet out about Inter Milan still owing us about £47 million for Lukaku, apparently.
I don't know if that's true anymore.
I don't know. I
wasn't for a while.
How that worked with the deal, I don't know, but I thought it was interesting just to see that. So
I think
I'll
it
throw
got
that out
paid
there.
off for something, but I can't remember. I think when maybe when Chelsea bought thingy off him, Lukaku off him. I think it may have got sorted then.
Okay, interesting.
But like,
Well,
it gets paid in installments anyway, doesn't it? Like people are like saying, "Oh, they still owe us 47." Which is like, yeah, because that's what we agreed to have you pay us. You know what I mean?
But I think they didn't pay a certain installment.
Maybe,
that was
maybe
like
that's
Klarna,
what it
basically. You miss your payment, so yeah, you pay it again. In regards to these negotiations, Sam, do you think they'll find a solution with this Onana thing? Seems to be some form of middle ground, right?
Yeah, he seems to want the deal by all reports and stuff like that. Inter are short of cash; they need money, so I don't think they can afford to let a deal like this go by without receiving some sort of payment, because they've just sold, is it Brozovic to Al Ittihad or Al Nassr? So he's gone now, so they've made a bit of cash off that. So this could be the next one to get back in thing. Who did they sign recently? Thuram, didn't they? They signed Marcus Thuram. Yeah. Marcus Thuram on a free, which is a very good deal. But yeah, they were a bit cash strapped, so I think they'll find a way to do the deal. Will it be at 60 million? I don't think so. I think they'll be somewhere in the middle. It'll probably be like we said, 45 plus 5 or some sort of form of that. I think it gets done. How long it takes, God knows, because United are not exactly quick, are they, off the mark when it comes to transfers. But I think it'll get done eventually. Fingers
crossed. And this is for the chat and Dave. What is the right price to pay for Onana?
Probably, I think we lowballed slightly, which
I
what
agree.
you're supposed to do. But like, probably coming up to maybe like 45, or keep it under 50, and you're good. I reckon, because like, at the end of the day, he's a very, very good player. Everybody knows it. He's probably he's definitely in the top 10 keepers in the world, possibly top 5.
Give us your top 5. I'll throw you on the spot.
Alisson's number 1.
Yeah, I agree. Edison in there?
I don't know.
Donnarumma. Courtois in there, definitely.
Probably. Courtois
definitely
probably up there.
Is All Black? Is he in there?
I don't know. I don't think
He used to be, but he's fell off a little bit now, I think. Ter Stegen?
Ter Stegen's up there. Yeah, Ter Stegen's in.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't necessarily put Edison up there, although I think he has got a bit better. It's just because if you do the same sort of comparative analysis as you do on De Gea, they sort of come around the same spot. Even though like Edison's massively prevents a lot of goals from his like is a lot more aggressive in trying to come out and claim the ball and sweep. He isn't the best at saving stuff. Like he's probably worse. He's worse than De Gea is. It's just City tend to face less shots. He has got a bit better at it, but like he's still. I don't think I'd still put him in top 10.
I'd throw Maignan in there.
Maignan, yeah, from what's it called? He's supposed to be quite good.
Yeah.
We were looking at him as well, weren't we?
You're looking at Alisson and like Barca's keeper, and then you're sort of looking at others below that. I think and then probably Onana's probably like in there as well.
Do you know how much Ajax bought Onana for, by the way? Like 108,000. They bought him
Mental.
for
Really?
Mental.
Yeah, from Barca, and then Inter got him on a free. So this will be the first time he's ever sold for like more than $1 million.
I believe as well. One of your is it PSG's academy? I believe.
Yeah, PSG, Barcelona, Ajax, and then here we are now with him. So I hope we get that deal done very soon. But yeah, let's read out some comments, some people comments and stuff.
Let's have a look. I'm Dan Raj. I'm more interested in what the number 7 on Garnacho's cake represents. There you go. Brian Casey, maybe he wants 7 kids. Yeah, possibly. He's already started early, hasn't he? 19. He's already got one on the way. United Road. Hello, lads. How's it going, United Road? Nice to you to be here. Brian Casey, to be fair, 60 million is a bargain for him, given the market. If that's euros, by the way. If we can get him for 50 million euros, happy days. Marky Mark, 50 million pounds will get the deal done. UTFR, Alisson and Edison cost a fortune. Onana is up there with them. Dan Raj is saying his top 5 keepers. Navas, Courtois, Edison, Alisson, Donnarumma. I don't know if that's in order, but I think he's just.
I wouldn't put Navas like that. No. The best keeper in you can't. A top 5 keeper in the world doesn't go on loan to Forest.
No.
I'm a fan of Navas. I do really like him.
I think he's good. Like top 5's pushing it.
Arsenal and Liverpool both wanted Mount. Chelsea wanted him to stay. Eric Ten Hag used the number 7 shirt to attract Mount to Man United and show him how much he values him. That's from Ashley Dallow. So there you go.
Also, I forgot to play this sound as well. I apologise, Brian. This one's for you. Absolutely. Completely forgot to play it for you. We've got loads of these in the chat. Keep getting your comments in. Smash a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, please do click subscribe. With like 13 of 2,700, I think. Or 600. I don't know which one it is. It's one of them. We're 13 off it anyway, so please do subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to touch on the ownership. There's a very, very small bit on it. I'm not going to ask you any questions because this is literally just for the viewers. I'm sick of talking about the ownership, so I'm not going to say, when do you think it'll be done? When do you think this will happen? We're not doing any of that shit today. But Neil Custis, who I like to call Neil Custard from The Sun.
Does look like he eats a lot of custard, doesn't it?
Yeah. But he's reporting there'll be movement on the ownership situation today, apparently. And then Jamie Jackson from The Guardian has come out and said Sheikh Jassim is increasingly uncertain whether the Glazers will sell Manchester United, with the Qatari banker yet to receive a response on his 5th bid. 4 weeks ago, I believe it was, something along the lines of that. 4 weeks ago, that 5th bid went in. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hoping for some movement on that as much as we are with the Onana situation.
November, Nick. November.
Oh my God.
We heard about this.
Yeah.
No,
strategic alternative. Can you imagine if the strategic alternative was the fact just to drag this on, get as much kind of speculation or whatever it is, interest in it, and then just to go like, yeah, Joel and Avram are staying.
Do you reckon it was like when you're thinking about selling like a car or something like that, and you're like, I wonder how much I could get for it, and you just sort of float the advert out just to see what the gauging interest is, and then you're like, oh yeah, don't really want to sell it actually. Yeah, fine. I'll take that advert down. Do you reckon that's what they do? Just float the idea. How much could we get for it? All right, withdraw that. We'll put that back. We don't want it.
I genuinely think Old Trafford would probably get burnt down. That's sort of like, it would be hell on earth if they turned around and said that, honestly. And I think they'll know that deep down, even though they're stupid as fuck. But Yeah. We're very, very close to doing the guess the team. So stay with us for that. We've just got bits of transfer news to discuss. Which I want to ask you is definitely my situation, is the Kylian Mbappe situation. But Kim Min Jae has just completed his move to Bayern Munich, or completed his medical, I think. We've had Julian Timber on his way to Arsenal. And then another target we got linked with, but it's like Paul Torres already moved to Aston Villa, sorry.
Yeah.
But who do we go if Maguire does leave and we do eventually manage to sell him? Who do we go for now? Do you think we'll dive into the French market, Dave?
Could do. So if something like that happens this summer, which I'm actually not convinced it will this summer anymore, because I think it's down our priority list.
I agree.
But I think honestly, what happens this summer, my guess is we just probably keep everyone in. If Maguire's just not going to end up playing, which he might not. He might do actually. You know what? It could be really funny, even though I don't think he's going to be like as good. He could come in now with actually, if we assuming we get Onana, and he's not going to be constantly worried about what's behind him as well. So we may see like a really good improvement in his game.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think that probably will happen. I still think we'll be looking at like, right, okay, you're better, but you're still not entirely what we need, and you probably still won't be playing as much. If they're both fit, I think Varane probably still starts. And we're going to be looking at either shipping him out maybe in Jan if he's not playing, or end of the summer, and then going for someone who's like maybe in the French market, like Todibo, who's been linked to, or the other lad who, actually, funnily enough, I think he's actually... What was it, sorry?
Disasi.
Yeah, I actually think we probably have similar issues with him and Maguire, to be honest, because they're both not that mobile. Or like the dream one is someone like the kid from Benfica. I think he's something Silver or something Silver.
Yeah, I know what you're alluding to. Yeah, it's a weird one we sent it back, because that was described as a priority, wasn't it, by the Athletic when we was going into this kind of market.
Well, I actually don't remember that.
Yeah, they said it was number 9, number 8, and then a centre back. They were the 3 priorities that were drawn out. But then that's obviously changed with the goalkeeper situation and everything, which I agree. I said at the time when that list brought out, I said a goalkeeper should be number 2 in that list. It should be the number 9. That's the absolute priority for me, and then the goalkeeper, and then whatever you want to sort out.
Red Devils TV. Antonio Silva. I think that's the guy.
The one, yeah.
He was looking at.
Yeah. Do you tend to agree with what Dave was saying there, Sam, about the centre back situation?
Yeah, I think I don't see Maguire going this summer, to be honest with you. Like, I don't see who pays his wages, for one, and we spoke about it on previous shows. I think he still thinks in his head that he can make it at United, or he can get his place back, or that he's a better player than the centre backs that are playing in front of him. I still think he's that, and it's going to take maybe getting dropped from England or something like that before he realises.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. Before he realises, maybe I need to move and go get some football.
That'll be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah, I think he's better on the left as well, but he's just not. He's not better than Martinez.
I don't know. When Ragnick first initially put him on the right hand side, I preferred him there. I don't know why.
No, I think the way he's played on the left his entire career, and the way he likes to run with the ball, he does this weird thing where usually, like, if you're dribbling with your right foot, your left side's a bit more open, and you're sort of covering yourself with your right. But he sort of does a weird thing where he covers pressure from the left with his left shoulder and sort of dribbles like a weird way. And he's figured it out because he's played on the left.
Yeah.
And he's passing. He seems to like passing from the left a lot more, like that clip.
Yeah, he does to Shaw. Yeah. I agree with that.
He doesn't. Eric Ten Hag doesn't think he's as good at defending on the left.
Clumsy, like, it's a bit. I instantly think of the Leicester game where, like, he got pressed by Ian. I always meant to reference this, but that's just what sticks in my head, where he gets pressed the life out of from Garnacho when he's just in no man's land. I think on the right hand side, I don't know, for just the performances I've watched on the right hand side, I just prefer him there. I don't know what it is, but yeah, no idea. Was you continuing the point there, Sam?
No. I'll read some comments out.
Go for it.
UTFR, Sir Jim Radcliffe has loads of deals in place for fracking all over Manchester, including Carrington. Interesting. Didn't know that, but okay. Prav Kondali, Onana, what's my name? He's enjoying the song. Yeah. UTFR, Kim going to Bayern shows he's got no ambition. I mean, he's gonna win. He's gonna win trophies, isn't he? So.
Yeah, but his wages are massive, aren't they? The mega at Bayern Munich, I think, as well, which is another.
Mr. Phil, it's just a number, guys. Even people before from Memphis to Sanchez proved nothing. Yeah. Why do people feel they slap the 7 shirt on people so early? Just don't give it to people that is a deserving player. Yeah, that's my mentality. If Maguire still thinks he can get into the team, he's seriously needs psychiatric help. Fucking hell. People going in. We will never get a good centre-back signed for us until Maguire is here. My sixth sense say Kim and Jay changed his mind because of Maguire. Fucking hell. Owen, Sanchez, Di Maria, Depay, none of them deserved it, to be fair. They all deserve an opportunity to prove themselves, absolutely. If I'm a centre-back and see myself on the bench with a left-back starting in the centre-back element, I'd retire the next day. I agree, Dan. I agree.
So the general consensus is that everybody wants Maguire to stay then. I think we can claim that from the comments. Appreciate
There's a few
that,
on
guys.
the sevens there. Can I just I think...
Hey, fire away, Dave.
A lot of people, we look back on the 7 on when people were handed that, and we just think, oh, we imagine Ronaldo gets the 7. And Ronaldo wasn't Ronaldo when United gave him the 7.
No.
He was like an unproven teenager from Portugal. Cantona was a good player, but he wasn't Cantona when we gave him the 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. But I also think at the
They
same
earned
time,
it while they were wearing the shirt, and they became iconic wearing it.
there's a certain thing about them that they have, though. Like Ronaldo wasn't Ronaldo when he got it, but there was something there that he had that something special about him.
I know
and
what you're saying.
Garnacho has that as well. That's why I was like, I don't know, Mount, does he fit it? But to be honest, the last 5 players that we've had in it have been dog shits. You can't really do much worse than them.
Well, so
so.
but it was like saying Di Maria and stuff. Like Di Maria would just come back off a really good campaign, being man of the match in the Champions League final.
Fantastic player.
World class player.
Yeah,
Giving 7 made so much sense.
Yeah.
Similarly with the Ronaldo story is a similar one with Depay, right? He's come through the Dutch league. He's been mint. He's been qualitatively better than basically every single player in that league. He gets to United, it just doesn't work. I mean, it happens sometimes.
The Valencia one's a weird one, isn't it? That's a weird one.
That was a weird one.
Like,
Strange.
he got decent player for United, no doubt, but he didn't have the ego, the confidence, the personality, or the flair for a number 7 shirt. So that was.
He said he felt it. I think when he changed back to 25 and he started to see his performances improve because he just said he didn't feel the weight of the shirt on his shoulders anymore.
It was a weird.
He went to right back. He was meant.
Yeah, it's just weird, wasn't it? It was like a really weird. Why are we giving Valencia a number? I don't hate Valencia. I like him, but it's a weird choice.
Yeah. Keep getting your comments in. 40 of you in here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Please do. Share it to your friends. You know people who love football content. Let them know about Real Reds Talk. Just the last couple of pieces of transfer news, lads. Declan Rice is signed for Arsenal. Most expensive English player, most expensive player Arsenal have ever signed. Seems like our kind of swap deal wasn't tempting enough to get him to the table. Do you think with new owners or sales, whatever the situation will be, we can buy a decent backup of that caliber if they do come in towards the end of the window, Dave?
Of the caliber of Rice?
Or a Casado, let's say, or someone like that.
Oof. Oh, I think if you're buying a Casado, he's not a backup.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because you're not spending 70, 80 million on a backup.
Let me kind of rephrase that. So obviously, if Casado was to come in, he would probably play alongside Casemiro, right? But he would be the heir to that throne when Casemiro.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Is what I meant. Yeah.
So yeah, the noise is what we're hearing. Around Amrabat, there's a few.
Yes.
We're getting noises around that, and I think that's the sort of level of a player you're looking at. Absolutely, really tidy player. Can do a similar amount of what Casemiro can do defensively, not entirely. He doesn't have the same capabilities offensively because Casemiro is just he's like a freak. He's like the best defensive midfielder in the world. But I think Amrabat's a bit more tidy and safe in possession.
Mm.
So he's in his peak as well. So I think that's the kind of you either take a risk and maybe pay a little bit more and get someone like Lavia in, who's younger, and he's probably going to be more likely your understudy. So there is budget there. If you've got 2 midfielders, or possibly even 3 midfielders you want to get rid of, the budget. There's no excuses if you ship them on. You can't get someone in to come and replace Casemiro if you ever want to give him a rest or he gets suspended again.
I like the way Chivy described it and called him a technical buller, technical buller, and I like that. It's like blending two of them worlds together. Sam, we've already spoken about the midfield situation, but Rice to Arsenal, what are your thoughts on that deal?
Is he the most expensive midfield signing of all time as well?
Midfield?
Am I correct?
Probably.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
I think.
Because Bellingham.
Well, Coutinho went for 140.
He's a forward, wasn't he? He's a forward, really.
Well, it's a 10, so I don't know.
Right.
If you can class that. Dembele was quite a lot as well, but it's winger, so
Yeah. So
I don't know.
in terms of like the modern midfield, like they play in the center of the park, like the thing with that is like I think he's a good player, Rice, like no doubt, like decent for what he is, but he's not worth 105 million. Like that's a lot. It's a lot of money. He's more than Bellingham. He's more than Bellingham, and is he better than Bellingham? I don't think so. I don't think he's anywhere near Bellingham's level. So Arsenal now have basically got zero excuses. They have no excuse now because they've signed Havertz, they've signed Rice, they've signed Timber. They've spent more than anybody in the last 5 years than any other club.
690 million in it.
Yeah,
I think
they spent more. They spent more than anyone. They tossed off every single competition last season to try and win the league and didn't do it, bottled it. And now next season they've got Champions League football, they've got FA Cup, League Cup, like the league, like they can't toss off the Champions League next season because the fans will lose their shit. So they have to do something. They have to win something next year. Otherwise, you're going to see Arteta out trending. They're going to be like, get him out of the club. Blah, blah. They have no excuses left at this point. They have to win something next season, and that's the pressure that Rice is walking into now. At West Ham, he was a big fish in a small pond. They won the the Europa Conference League, and he's like, yeah. Now you're in Arsenal. It's a different thing now.
He's won more. He's got more experience at West Ham at winning European.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? So like Arsenal got no excuse. So I don't want to see this. There's the motorbike, Nick. There we go.
Yeah. Always.
I don't want to see like Arsenal fans going, no, he's building something. You spent 600 and odd million in the last fight, more than every team. You have to win something now. You have to.
The Havertz thing I don't get. I mean, maybe Arteta sees something. I don't understand it. I don't rate him as a player. I don't think it's a case of Chelsea either. Like I've seen bits where I think he can do well. I can see what Arteta wants to go with him, but I don't know, man. That's just 300 odd K a week, 65 million price tag. I don't know what you think, Dave.
So I think you're hearing a lot of people think he's going to be used as that left 8, and I just don't think that's true.
Yeah.
I think they're still looking at someone else either for that position, or no, I think they're still looking at someone for that position.
It's very attacking, that, isn't it? Having Odegaard, Havertz, and then yeah.
It's not even that it's attacking, because you could argue that Mount and Bruno's really attacking, so that's not really the issue. It's just that he's not the kind of midfielder that you want in that position. He's a forward. Let's be real.
I agree.
He's like
a 10. He's a 10, isn't he? That's what he is.
Yeah, floater 10, like similar to Mount.
Probably a striker. Probably even a striker, I'd say. Because you see like how if you watch clips of him when he's in the Bundesliga and the amount of like running he's making behind, he thrived off like those kind of things, and the amount of times he makes runs into the box. He's tall. He can win headers and stuff. He's kind of like a freakish physique. You really think that he's gonna play either in one of the forward positions? You may even see like him rotating in with Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah.
He may play some games in the 8, but I'm not convinced that that's what they've signed him for.
Because you see, Klopp did it with Gakpo as well, didn't he? A little bit dropped into midfield, but Gakpo predominantly. You wouldn't want Gakpo starting in your midfield every single game. Like, I know you can do a job there, but you don't want him as your.
I think Gakpo's a striker.
Yeah, striker forward, like in a position, similar situation. But yeah, look, I want to move on from Havertz. I want to stick with forwards. The last bit of transfer news before we get into guess the team. Kylian Mbappe. Nasser El Khalifa has put something out today saying Mbappe has to decide next week or in 2 weeks, no more than this. If he does not want to sign a new contract, the door is open. No one is bigger than the club. No player, not even me. It's very clear. That's what he's put out there. So it seems like he could be moving this summer, and PSG don't want to leave him for free. If you was to give me a percentage on Manchester United signing Kylian Mbappe, what would you say?
Under the current ownership?
No, like even if new owners, whatever you want. Even if new owners was to come in.
Under the current ownership, 0.5%. We ain't.
I think that's quite high.
Mate, we're not like we're haggling over like 50 million for Onana. Like we're not going pay whatever price PSG are going to dictate, whether that's 150, 200. We're not doing it. It's not fucking happening. Yeah. If the Glazers leave,
not much.
No, but they're going to. You know they are.
Yeah, like, they'll ask for it, but they won't get it.
It's like, why are they treating this situation like they have any control over it?
Yeah.
There's not. There's literally
No,
not.
but
Mbappe's like,
that's what they're trying to put out there, aren't they? They're trying to put out that image.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
is in
It's
there.
everyone can see right through it. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's either leaves for free or you set a reasonable
Yeah.
like thing.
Or
Like,
if
you know what I mean?
if the Qataris come in and they own us, maybe we could do a little dodgy deal because it's the same people, and we can go.
but I think they'll be pissed off with him, won't they? Because Qatar own PSG, so if they let him
Yeah.
go, they'll be like,
Maybe I'd see him more. If the Qataris get in before the transfer window ends, I could see more of an opportunity. I don't think he signs for United either way. I don't think he does.
well,
It'd
if
be funny though, wouldn't it?
If
Would be
deal to
funny.
made,
Would be funny.
given some kind of shocking circumstance, would you consider it? Like, it sounds like a stupid question because it's killing Mbappe,
course you
but
would.
with the baggage that he brings, like, I'm a massive fan of it, but with the baggage that he brings, the wages, and you saw everything that's going on at PSG at the minute, would you still? Yeah, absolutely, bring him.
Well, you make him an offer. Like, I think you'd make him an offer, right? I think you'd have to do it. If it's ridiculous, you'd say you'd probably just tell him no. If it's like completely just stupid, but then like a lot of clubs will probably just say no, we're not letting you do what you did at PSG. Because PSG are kind of like they're a relatively small club still, right? In terms of like they're the biggest team in France now just because they've got money pumped into them, and the same way that let's say if everything was reset, you could call City the biggest team in England, right?
Yeah.
But like it's just
Still
they're just not.
Can't win the Champions League still, despite all the money they've pumped
Exactly,
in.
yeah. It's all everyone knows it's fake.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the PSG brand is massive, but everyone knows it's just kind of like fake, and like people just like, oh, I just like it, I don't really support them, I just think it's cool. It's just like, yeah. And but any other club that Mbappe goes to, you're looking at your Madrids, you're looking at your Barcelona's, you're looking at potentially your Bayerns, so you're looking at United, you're looking at, you could maybe see a City, but I don't really think so.
No.
You're looking at those kind of profiles of clubs.
Yeah,
none of those are going to let Mbappe walk all over them.
He's not going to be a director of football, is he, at any of those clubs like he is at PSG, where he gets to pick and hire people. Like, it's just, it's not happening.
Just waving to Darren Fletcher as he walks in the technical boardroom.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck
see you
off.
later, mate. See you later. Yeah. Right, should we read out a few more comments and then we'll get into the can you guess the team? This is what I'm excited for, to be honest. I want to pass all that to do this.
Mason should give him time to prove himself on the number 7 jersey. That's from Isaac. Charlie, Rice is not worth 105 million, 80 million maybe. I think that's even overpricing him really, but there you go. Mikey Mark, I blame Southgate for picking Maguire for England, giving him someone a false sense of belief when he knows he's a crap player. It's never ended. Red Devils TV with an interesting comment. I rate Rice more than Bellingham, but when Bellingham is Rice's age, it'll be decades clear of Rice. I think he's better now. I think he's better now.
I think that's a fair comment, actually. Rice has been like Bellingham's mint.
Yeah.
But I think there's parts of Bellingham game where he's still kind of a bit raw, and you've seen that at parts in times of this season for Dortmund. Whereas Rice is like, what? He's like 23, 24 now?
Something like that, yeah.
No, I think he's younger than that, Rice.
Is he younger?
I thought he was a similar age to Mount, to be honest with you.
No, I'm sure he's a little bit younger. But
He might be. The case is like he's been his club captain for a couple of years. Like, is it just a year now? Because since Noble's gone.
Yeah, Noble retired. Noble retired last season, didn't he? But he was vice captain, wasn't he? He was vice captain, and Noble didn't really play. So.
Yeah.
Rice is actually proper mint. I think once you get him in a team where he's not really shackled by, for lack of a better word, by like the team that he's in and the tactics.
David Moyes.
Yeah.
But Bellingham's ceiling,
you won a European trophy.
That's the difference. Like maybe Rice is more consistent at times. He's doing it in the Premier League as well. But Bellingham's ceiling for me is
that's probably fair.
Yeah.
Anything I've seen.
Moondog94 with a very harsh comment. Rice is like Charlie Adam at Blackpool. That's harsh.
Hell.
That's harsh.
Hell.
Really harsh. Good player in a bad squad. Fucking hell. Brian Casey, on reference to your motorbike, Nick, he said for a second there I thought there was a cow. So
yeah, I thought that. I thought you put a new button.
Yeah, maybe it's a new idea. I don't know.
Mbappe has been given 7 to 14s to decide. Romano says Real is following him closely. I think they've been following him for a couple of years. If Sheikh Jassim takes over and we signed him, it will confirm that we are 100% state-owned. Hashtag Dallo, we have 0.00001% to sign him. So there you go.
Probably.
Red Devils TV, would you rather sign Højlund and Onana or sign Mbappe and keep De Gea?
Onana and Højlund.
Agreed.
Keeping the Gea just
Agreed.
hamstrings us more than Mbappe
Yeah.
would fix us.
Yeah. Agree.
Give me Mbappe right now. Give me Mbappe. I'll take
Honestly, maybe controversial if it was just Onana or Mbappe, I'd probably still pick Onana because that's what we need.
Yeah, we do need it. I agree with that. I just think when I look at Manchester City and they've got Erling Haaland, that special factor, and then we've got Weghorst 6 months.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it. But again, he's still. Yeah, I don't know. We can go off on that for ages.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Mbappe's like you could argue he's the best player in the world, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brian Casey saying, I think Ten Hag could handle his ego. I think that's in reference to Mbappe. So
Good luck.
Let's go to the team, guess. Yeah. Okay. I will put up the number 1 now. So that has the forward 3 is England, Germany, Germany. In midfield, England, France, Italy, England. Defence, Germany, Brazil, Spain, and then is that Cameroon, the goalkeeper? No? Okay. No, it's not Ghana. Ghana's the black flag, isn't it? Is it? Or is that Senegal? Is it Is it Senegal? Is it Senegal there? Okay, Senegal, yeah. Hold on, one second. Your guys' audio's not coming through, so just give me 2 seconds. What I'll do, I'll go back to that. So you guys talk for a minute while I sort this out.
Yeah. So what are you having for your tea, Dave?
Actually, I have got a Gusto box and I've made it's like ginger rice with like tofu because Misha's vegan, so I'm partially vegan now too. Ginger rice, tofu. Oh god, where even is it? I don't know. I made some earlier for lunch and it's absolutely fucking delicious.
That sounds nice. I've been Gusto once. The Gusto in town, right? You were alluding to
Oh
it.
no, right now the Gusto meal boxes.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I thought you meant the restaurant.
Okay.
They send you ingredients.
Yeah.
To like, you can pick what recipes you want, and they send you all the ingredients to make it.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Everybody in the chat, I realised it. You don't all need to repeat it 30 times. I saw the first one. You don't need to say it. No audio. No audio. No audio.
Yeah.
I know. I saw it. I saw it. Right. Can we all hear? Just confirm in the chat. Just a simple yes. Can we all hear Nick and Dave?
I mean, I'll be devastated
if
you didn't hear the chat about the Gusto box.
No, they could hear that. They could hear that, but now I've switched to the other scene. I want to just make sure that the audio is coming through.
Right. So are we ready?
Everybody can hear us. Excellent.
Yeah,
Thank
cool.
God.
Okay. So we're ready to go. So everyone can see the team. You guys can see the team.
Yeah.
Don't say what it is. You know what it is, right?
Yeah.
So, Dave, do you think you've got an idea? Yeah.
I can probably tell you every single player.
Interesting. Sam, do you have an idea at all?
I didn't look at it when you sent them to me, so I'm just seeing it for the first time now, just trying to have a gander.
People in the chat as well. Get them in. I'm gonna start doing prizes on this, like a fucking, I don't know, like an Amazon voucher for you to get some, like a points teller.
I've still got your birthday presents, by the way, Nick. So you need to come get them.
Well, I'm not giving that away as a prize. So,
Okay, I think I know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, lads, do you want to go away with it?
Is it Chelsea?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Chelsea.
Is this Chelsea's Champions League winning team?
Yes, that's what it is. Do you want to go through it, Dave?
So you've got Werner and Havertz and Mount as your front three, I'm guessing.
Ding, ding, ding. Yep.
Then you've got Chilwell, Kante, Jorginho, and Reece James.
Yep.
Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Azpilicueta, and oh god, what's his name? Mendy.
Well, on this channel, he's called Wendy.
Wendy.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I had a typo on my thing when I was talking about Wendy.
Is that Wendy?
Who
Wendy.
the fuck is Wendy? Yeah. Well, it's just called Wendy now, basically, in net. But that is absolutely
Wendy.
spot on. The Chelsea Champions League final 2021. A little bit Mount in there, a little bit of relation. You can see what I'm doing. Right, next up. If you don't get this, I'm going to turn off my laptop.
Just a comment from Darren Edton that I thought was quite funny in reference to the Gusto chat. Think I'd rather eat Gandhi's flip flop than tofu. So there you go. I thought that was funny. So
I quite like
That's
tofu,
very
to
funny.
be fair. I'm not even that.
Tofu
obviously, I'm
just
not a
takes on
vegetarian.
the flavour of what everything else in the
Exactly.
thing is,
Yeah,
you know
pretty
what I mean?
much. Yeah.
all right, number 2 is up. So this is, I believe, is that Hungary up front with England, Korea, Scotland, England,
Yeah.
Ecuador, I believe,
Yeah.
France, Northern Ireland, Czech Republic,
Serbia.
Serbia, Brazil, and then Poland in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that's not going to be Hungary up front, is it?
not Hungary. Who is it then?
It'll be Bulgaria, I'm guessing.
Is it Bulgaria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just looking.
If that's
now.
not a clue for the chat, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I've just realised who the goalkeeper is.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Oh dear.
Right, we'll leave it. Let it simmer.
Yeah.
Let's
see what the guesses are in the chat.
Not quite rubber.
No, he's not. He's not there. Come on, if you're watching this channel, you must know who this is. Come on.
Yeah. I really wish I had my charger because I can't see the chat and it's pissing me off. So, yeah. But so yeah, just keep an eye on it. Do we want to name one of the players maybe out of it?
What do you want?
It's like not enough.
No, I was going to say don't name the Bulgarian striker. Is that will
Maybe say the other striker. Do you want to go for that?
Is that not too obvious as well?
I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, you legend. If you're doing what I think you're doing, you absolute legend. Thank you. It's not tofu. It's charger.
Oh, right. I think any one of them a name, it's going to be obvious who it is.
Yeah.
I think.
Has anyone got it in the chat?
Who's chat? Where are you? Come on, guess. I've only seen one guess. Nobody else is guessing in the chat.
Okay, so that must mean that they don't know it, or either there's 2 people in the chat. But again, I can't see.
No,
it, so.
there's 29 people in the chat. So
Okay. So let's just go through it then. If you know it, or name one of the players, and at least see if we can get it then.
Dan wants a clue. He wants what league?
Premier League.
There you go.
That keeper's throwing me, but I'm guessing I'm going to...
I know it is. I know it is.
Did you not know the keeper?
I might do.
Should I
Oh,
say
yeah,
the
yeah,
keeper?
yeah.
Should I say the keeper?
Yeah, go for the goalkeeper.
It's Kushak, innit?
Yes, Thomas Kuszczak.
Wow.
Yeah. Thomas Kuszczak.
Patrice Evra, Johnny Evans,
Yeah.
Nemanja Vidic,
Mhm.
Raphael,
Has to be, yeah.
Ji-sung Park, Darren Fletcher, Valencia on the wing.
Who's the midfielder?
Probably,
shit.
probably Carrick.
Yes.
The Carrick,
Michael
yeah.
Carrick. Yeah.
Berbatov up front, and then Rooney.
Nope.
Not Rooney.
Welbeck.
English.
Nope.
Ooh.
Owen.
Yes.
Oh,
Michael
fucking
Owen.
hell.
Michael Owen.
Bastard.
So this is the Manchester United versus Aston Villa League Cup final 2010. That's what team that is.
Chat, be ashamed of yourself. Be absolutely ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
See, I was looking at that team. I just thought, right, that's United instantly. But then I saw the keeper, and I was just like, what?
Curveball.
Yeah. Kuszczak. Jesus, that's a blast from the past.
But yeah,
Thomas Kuszczak.
Brian Casey was saying Szczesny because he's Polish. It was like it's the right vibe to go down, but like look at the rest of the team, man.
Yeah.
Ecuador, like Ecuadorian winger. Come on.
Yeah, it's the Korean and it's the Ecuador and Korea. Like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that just gives it away.
That's the difficult thing about it, because I did a few more teams and I was like, I can't even do that because most of the team was a certain nationality, and then you have one standout one, and especially if it's a keeper, like you can see it straight away. Then that's why I thought with the Chelsea one with Mendy in net, or Wendy, should I say, Senegal, like people would think there. So
Yeah,
right, I've got the chat back on now, so we'll pop it.
Be ashamed of yourself in the chat for not getting that one. That is disgraceful. Right, number three. Number 3 is up.
Let's go, baby.
So that's a Serbian mid striker, Brazilian.
No, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Brazilian winger, a Moroccan winger. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then 2 Dutch midfielders with a Danish one.
Yeah.
Argentinian left back, a whole Dutch centre back and a right back, and then is that Cameroon? Yeah. Okay. I know who this is. I know who it is.
Sam knows who it is.
Yeah.
Dave, I think you know who it is, don't you?
I think so.
Okay. Interesting.
I think the chat know who it is as well.
I think the chat want it. So we'll go through this one quite quickly. So of course,
Ajax.
in fact, let's go through the names before I announce what thing it is. So who's in net?
Onana.
Onana's in there.
Yes.
You had the
Of course he
opportunity
is.
there, Nick. You didn't do it.
No, I had like a few seconds as well, but I can
Yeah.
regain it. So
Yeah.
bit of an echo there on Dave's
Yeah.
part, but I don't mind a bit of an echo. Why not? Who is that right back? This is a hard one.
Is it Daily Blind?
Nope.
No.
He's
I
a
won't be a
centre-back.
right back.
He's
He
a
played everywhere. He
centre-back.
played everywhere else.
Oh yeah, that's bold though. Blind, like left foot, you become a right back. That's bold.
You've got to have confidence, especially in a
He's
like
got as
a
much of a
tournament.
right
Did
back.
like that.
Timber? Did Timber?
Yeah.
Timber play right back?
Nope.
No. He can play right back though, can't he?
Oh yeah, he can
Yeah.
play right back.
I think this would have been pre-Timber.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't
So
know
who's
the
it
right
then,
back. I don't know the right back.
It's hard. It is a hard one, to be fair. I probably won't have got this. It's not Dumfries. No, Dumfries hasn't played for Ajax, I don't think, did they? Played for PSV. Can anyone guess the right back in the chat? 31 people. Leave a like
I
on
know.
the video, by the way.
I know. I know the two wingers.
Yeah.
I know the
Let's
forward.
go through the defense together.
So
I'll tell you,
is
if you know-
Blind one of the centre backs then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Martinez is going to be playing left back in this one, isn't he? Or is he
Nope.
not? Or
No.
is he not? Was he not even there at that point?
No.
Oh, not playing.
No. Oh shit! What's his name? I do know who it is as well. Fuck! I can't remember his name. I know. Is it Anthony and Ziyech on the wings?
Ziyech, yeah. Anthony, no.
It's Neres, isn't it?
Yeah, Neres
Okay.
on the wing.
Okay.
Oh, Neres on the left, Ziyech on the
And then
right.
is it Tadic up top?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then is
Getting
Van de
Donny?
Beek behind him.
Yeah, Donny's in there.
As like the shadow kind
Yeah.
of striker. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this before De Jong or is this after?
Nope. De Jong was there.
It's De Jong.
De Jong
Okay.
in the midfield.
De Jong's in there.
Mhm.
And then the Danish guy. I don't know who that. Who's the Danish guy?
Is that is it Schöner?
Yes. I don't know if it's pronounced
Oh,
Sean, Schöne,
as-
or whatever it is.
Has Dan Errington got it right at left back? Tagliafico.
Tagliafico. at
Yeah,
left back.
he's got it.
Yeah, correct.
Oh,
Dan
is that
Errington.
De Jong as well?
Yeah, we
Yes,
said
De
De Jong.
in there.
Yeah, it's De Jong, Schöner, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who
So then
who's the
the
Brazilian.
the other centre back, Dutch
don't
centre
know.
back. You got Blind and.
Oh, fucking, what's his name? He's at Bayern now.
Yeah. Come on.
Matthias
Delete.
Oh,
There we go.
Delete. Oh, he went
And
to
the right back-
he went to Juve, didn't he? He went to Juve, and then he
Juve.
went to, yeah.
Then
Did,
Bayern
yeah.
Munich, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you the right back?
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get.
Not gonna kill me.
Veltman.
Does he play for Brighton now?
He plays. Yeah, he plays for Brighton now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this was. So this was the Ajax team that lost to Spurs in the Champions League final in 2019. That's the team. I think when Mauro scored a hat trick, didn't he? Like last minute.
Yeah,
Goal,
like last
96,
4 minutes, wasn't it? Like last 4
Yeah.
minutes, he scored goals.
Yeah.
That was tough. That one struggled
That
with
was
that
a
one.
Good
tough
team,
one.
that.
Well, my mate said to me after we did the last one, he was like, "Oh, they were all easy." Then I said, "All right, then. Well, what I'll do is I'll bring back next time and I'll make them tougher. If it's so easy." And I don't even think it's in the chat, so yeah, I'm gonna send him this later. Right, next up, this one's a bit easier.
Yeah,
I would say.
it's up.
I think a certain nationalities will give this away.
Dan-
So who do we think this team is?
Dan Rice, Slam, you're slow in reading comments. Fuck off, mate. I'm trying to guess the game here. Piss off. Fucking reading your comments.
He's into it. He's into
Yeah.
it.
I'm zoned in here. Okay. Trying to look that up.
Let me know if you think you've got an idea. Or not.
What's throwing me
Again,
off?
remember, these are all like semi-finals and finals and stuff. So these are teams that have played.
What's throwing me off is that right winger. I don't know what flag that is.
That's once you get that, I think you'll know who the team is. Or you should know who the team is.
Yeah, what the fuck is that flag?
Dave's thinking so hard. It's like, right.
I'm trying to figure out what that flag
Do you know
is,
when
I'm
you're on like
disappointed.
a racing game and when you turn around the corner, your head goes with it because you're that much like concentrating?
Dan's saying a Paraguay
Yes.
flag. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paraguay. Is it? Oh, I think I know.
Okay, just hold it a sec.
Okay.
Hold it. See if Dave can get it.
Yeah, I definitely know.
Yeah, Anyone can get it in the chat. Come on, knowledge. Where's your knowledge? 31 people.
Vince, you're wrong. Sorry, it's
No,
not the right team.
yeah. Not that, Vince. Dan's saying I've said it already in regards to... Sorry, Dan, he did say Tagliafico.
Dan Errington, you're wrong as well, I think.
Yeah, not Juventus.
I know it
Juventus.
is. I know it is.
Do you want to... Do you know who the winger is? Paraguay?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to say it?
Almiron.
Yes.
It's Newcastle.
So,
It's Newcastle.
yeah, let's go for the team.
It's Almiron,
Wow.
Joe... Not fucking...
Go from
Shit.
the keeper to think. I think the keeper threw a lot of people off as well. to be fair.
Yeah, because
So who's the keeper?
it's not thingy, is it? It's not Pope.
It's not Pope.
Why
Why is it not? Why is it not Pope? You two should know this.
Is it Dubravka?
No, it's
No.
because this is the cup final lineup.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
there we
Oh
go.
yeah, yeah. Because he
There
was
we go.
suspended,
And who was
wasn't
in
it?
there?
He was suspended. I
Who
can't
was in
remember
there?
his name.
It's Karius.
Come on, biscuit.
Was it
fingers.
Carrot? Oh shit! It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell. Yeah, and then
Karius in
you've
there.
got Botman and Dan Burn, Shah, and Trippier. Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Linton,
Yeah. Yeah. Long stuff.
Longstaff,
Saint
Saint Maximin, and then
Wilson.
Almiron Wilson. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
So that is the 2023 Newcastle Carabao Cup final where they lost and we won.
Once I worked out that Paraguay flag, it was all right. It was
Yeah.
the other stuff. I was like, it was a bit messing me up. But the Paraguay
Honestly,
flag,
I would never have guessed he was Paraguay, and I had no idea.
yeah,
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right. This next one's a
it's
bit mad.
ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This one, by the way.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to guess this? What the fuck are we supposed to do with this?
Yeah, to be honest, when I was halfway through it, I was like, oh, this is a bit mad. Well, fuck it. I thought I'd throw it on anyway. So this is not necessarily a lot of people will know the team, but the actual event in itself that happened was massive. So,
Anyone in the chat, swear to Christ, if you get this, this is ridiculous.
let's see if anyone... I want someone in the chat to get this rather than Dave or Sam say it. Let's test this knowledge.
Has Brian Casey got the team right?
Yeah, he has.
Oh,
I
fucking
think that
hell.
was going to be my guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah.
Our Moondog has got it as well.
Yeah,
Moondog, Brian
absolutely
Casey
spot
have
on.
got it. Have
If
got the team
anyone
right.
can get the team, I will physically deliver them a handheld kit. If they can name the team like individuals, I will deliver you a kit.
Oh god, I have no
Hey,
idea.
Anybody name the 11? Come on. I'd love to see
Yeah.
it.
If anyone gets it, I mean,
I
someone's
could
gonna
get-
go on Google now or from the chat. I guarantee it because
The
yeah,
goal,
go on.
the goalkeeper maybe I could get.
I think there's two players probably that you will definitely know. The other ones are like
No,
Oh.
Grey 100 is the Porto team, not Barcelona.
Dan just said Wolves.
Wolves. Could be.
This is Jose's Porto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct. When he won the Champions League for the first
Yeah.
time with Porto. Beat Monaco quite good, I believe, like 3-0.
Yeah, I'm fucking never gonna get this team. I'm never gonna
I
get
mean,
this team.
Cornell there saying, do you think Mount will be as good as Ronaldo? I'm just not entertaining it. Not today, mate. Not today. I'm not entertaining it.
Dan Errington saying Paulo Ferreira and Carvalho, are they in the team?
They're two in it, yeah.
Okay,
Paulo
there's
Ferreira and
two.
Carvalho are in it, yeah.
There's two.
Jesus.
Dan, come on, mate. Dan Errington, get this team for me. Sort this
Let's
team
see.
out.
Let's see. I'll name a couple more because I don't think you'll get some. Victor
Okay.
Balla was in there, and I'm pretty sure he was like a secondary keeper. He wasn't even the first choice keeper.
Deco.
You've got Deco's in there, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Carvalho, George Costa, Paulo Ferreira, Ricardo. You've got Nuno Valente, Costina, Mendes, Pedro Mendes, sorry, Deco, Maniche, Carlos Alberto, and De Real. That's the team.
I would not. I would like Deco, Carvalho. That'd be it. That'd be the only ones I would have got.
Neither would I. Right, the last one is quite tough as well, so we'll end it on this.
It can't be fucking tough. That was ridiculous.
It's not. I don't think it's tougher than that one that we've just done. It's definitely not tougher than that one we've just done, but still relatively tough. Remember, this is either a runners-up team or a final or a semi-final team in a cup.
This is a Greek left back and a Croatian.
Not a Greek
centre
left
back?
back. It's not Greek.
Not
left back.
Greece.
Oh, it's Uruguayan.
Yes.
Oh, is he Uruguay? Okay.
Yeah, Greece is like there's like a cross
Yeah,
in the corner.
yeah.
This
So-
is a hard one actually when I think about this.
Uruguay left back and then Croatian centre back.
Yeah.
That's going to be the clue there to unlocking this team if I can figure out what they are.
Never would have got that, says Brian. Lucky Singh says Joel Avram progressing deal. Sheikh Yassim. Okay. Inside sources there.
Is it a Serie A team?
Yes.
Okay.
It is correct.
It has to be, yeah.
You're getting warm. You're getting warm.
I just saw all the Italians, so I was like, it must be a Serie A team.
Vincent.
Vince got it.
Vincent.
Juventus.
Yes.
There's
It's
Juve.
Juventus. But what Juventus team is
every
it?
time. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Juventus is the it's like the Qatari journalist, isn't it? If you guess it a certain amount of times, you're gonna get it right once. Suppose. But well done to Vince. He gets it right.
Yeah.
It's not PSV Grey 100. It's Juventus. But what year?
No, I don't think Giroud ever played for Juventus. I don't think.
Nah. So a French striker for Juventus.
That's Thierry Henry, isn't it?
No.
No, not that one.
Nope.
I thought you were gonna pull out a wild one there.
Nah. Another. Come on, a French striker who's played for Juventus. Big striker. Actually had the record, I believe Zlatan broke. Before Zlatan broke it, he had the record for like the most powerful shot. I think, or most powerful volley, something along the lines of that.
Oh, Dan might have it. Trezeguet.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And Grace
Right, yeah.
Grace Sheridan had it as well. So them two got
and
it.
So who's gonna? Yeah, and Del Piero.
Del
Grace,
Piero.
very nice. Yeah,
Del Piero.
alongside him. The midfield's quite hard. I wouldn't have got two of the midfield players. I wouldn't have got one of them. I don't think.
It was no. What this was? Pirlo wasn't there, was he? He'd not got there yet.
One of them, David.
Yes, Edgar Davids.
Dutch, yeah, the
midfield.
Dutch guy, Edgar Davids.
Yeah, Edgar Davids. Left side, converted into a wing back.
Dan Errington, Christian Vieri. Is he the Italian striker?
Nope.
No. Oh, fucking love.
Grace. Grace said it before. Del Piero.
No,
Piero.
Oh shit, yeah. Kovac.
Del Piero.
Left centre back.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I do love Christian Vieri, by the way. Dan Errington.
The left winger is converted into like a left back, but he could play as a winger as well. Big famous Italian. And if anyone says Maldini, I'll throw my pen at the red.
Never played for you, mate. Never played for you, mate.
Yeah. Dubitelius?
Yeah.
The left winger?
Yeah.
Zambrotta. On the left wing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Zambrotta.
Then you've got obviously Edgar Davids. You've got Takanada, Cameronese on the right wing.
Thuram, right back.
Yes, Thuram is that right back.
Come on.
You've got Montero, Tudor, Ferreira, and Gianluigi.
Grace is saying Cannavaro.
No, Cannavaro.
No.
Nada. Didn't add that. It was a little bit later on. I think Cannavaro was like 04 and onwards, I believe.
Yeah.
Because I think he won the Ballon d'Or in 2006, was it?
Mm-hmm.
And Cannavaro won it.
Yeah.
Is that right? I think something along the lines of
Grace
So, yeah.
is saying 2005.
Oh, was it 2005 when he won it, the Ballon d'Or? I knew
That's
it was
what it
somewhere
was.
around there. 'Cause Italy won the. Did he win it in 2006?
The
World
Euros.
Cup in 2006, or Euros are the World Cup that won it in 2006. But yeah, that is guess the team. Hope you've all enjoyed. I know people like these kind of interactive things, and yeah, it's just something for the viewers basically. We don't want you to just listen to us waffle about United all the time. So it's a little bit of a break up from that, a little bit of a break from the news to do with Qatar and all the crap that's going on at the minute. So hopefully you've all enjoyed the show. It's gone on a little bit longer than we thought it would, but likewise, it's content in it, I suppose. We're gonna let Dave get to his tofu and his what was the Gusto box as well.
Yeah,
We'll get tucked into that.
Delicious,
And
that.
yeah, Sam, what's on the agenda for tonight for yourself?
I have got Korean stew. That's what's on the
Ooh.
agenda.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm not telling you to what I'm having for tea after you two just told me that. You'll absolutely.
You gotta say it
Die
now.
laughing.
You gotta say it now.
I don't even think
Come
I
on,
can.
you gotta say it now.
So, are you ready for this?
I'm not ending the show. I'm not ending the show until you say it.
It's such like a council meal. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right,
Do you want
so
beans on toast?
it's not far away from that, mate, to be honest with you.
Not wrong with that, mate.
So it's unicorns, mash, and beans. That's what I'm having for my tea.
That's not as
So
bad. Not as
Sam-
bad. Not as
Sam's
bad.
got Korean stew, and Dave's got a Gusto box, and I've got unicorns, mash, and beans.
To be fair-
So, yeah.
To be fair, I didn't make it. DC made it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I hope you all enjoy, because I'll certainly enjoy mine regardless.
Last
So-
comments. Brian Casey, we signed up to listen to your waffle. Oh, we appreciate that, Brian. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Dan Errington,
Thank you.
let Dave munch his flip flop. There you go. And then Brian Casey has got a pot noodle. If that makes you feel any better, Nick.
Was he not guessing that I was having a pot noodle?
Oh, was he?
Maybe he's a
I,
little bit behind.
maybe.
Yeah. I'm not that skint, Brian. But we're getting there.
Dan's asking unicorn.
That's what I thought you said at first.
No, that'd be a very, very special kind of meat to get hold of. A unicorn.
A unicorn.
Unicorn. Like corn is in like the subs. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway,
unicorn.
Yeah, we're going down a rabbit hole there. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you subscribe to Real Reds Talk for amazing chat about unicorns. Smash the like on the video, subscribe, and me, Dave, and Sam will see you lot in
By the way,
the next one.
Tomorrow, Jay Motti, Late Night Live.
yeah.
Tune in.
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure you're there. 9:30. Be there.
You
It's
should
gonna be
bring
fun.
Korean stew on as well.
Yes, I'll bring it on. He doesn't like being called that, Dave.
No. Right, let's end it there. I'll be live for another afternoon show as well, so we'll have 2 shows tomorrow, guys. Oh my God, Brian's just sent in a super chat saying, "Buy yourself a hot pot, Nick." Thank you very much.
Brian, you have the comic timing of a genius. Absolute comic timing.
Well done. Have a lovely day, everyone. And I'm off to go eat my hot pot. Peace.
Peace.
See ya.